Anyway,
Morning, Ben. How are you doing?
I'm doing really, really well.
Enough coffee?
No, I'm debating. I'm debating having a sort of a coffee-filled bag that I just trawl along with me. Yeah, and then a catheter. Yeah, a catheter on the side. Coffee coming in that way. Catheter straight out. I think
you'll be sorted.
Yeah. This is a valid thought process, no?
Yeah. For you, anyway. Here's a question for you, right? I'm thinking the offsetting these very slightly, so it goes with the offset of the guitar body.
Okay.
Or would it be better just straight?
I think if you're going to offset anything, you want to offset it. Like, massively. Whoops. What am I dropping? Oh!
But then it wouldn't kind of go.
That's the thing, yeah. But basically, so the problem is if you're doing it just slightly, it looks like a mistake.
Right.
It looks like, oh, he's,
Effed on.
Yeah, exactly. So it's either needs to be dead nuts on,
right,
or absolutely, or you've all heard me say it's jazz before. Make a bum note and it's a bum note. Do the same note 3 times and it's jazz.
It's jazz, yeah.
And I would say the same thing on that.
Right. Okay.
So to be honest, I mean, you've got to
answer that question. Yeah. Just keep it straight then.
Yeah. The problem is
I was debating with it,
Yeah. I find that I'm actually more of a traditionalist than I thought I was. Whoops. I've just messed up in the audio there. Yeah. Shout if you notice something like that, shout at me. Cool. Or throw something at my head. Bald men bleed quite profusely, not Newasaki Ross. I mute the microphones when people are putting them on to stop that noise, to make life easier for the editor.
So we've been talking about it and we're muted.
Exactly, and now I
didn't miss nothing.
You'll hear it from here. It's just the poor guy is going to have to actually do some editing on this bit now.
No, with my voice, she'll hear it, no problem.
Yeah, fantastic. So the inlay's cool. You ended up backing it with ebony.
Black ebony dust, yeah. Because it was okay, but it wasn't. It didn't pop.
Yeah.
So when you put the black stuff on it, it just throws it out more.
No, I understand, especially in comparison to the shiny frets.
Yeah.
How did you find that process?
That was a refret.
Oh, yes, you said.
Yeah.
So you weren't happy.
I wasn't happy with it.
One of them was.
Yeah, I think it was this one down here, and it was so low. By the time I had levelled it off, you're talking about maybe about a 5 mil flatness, and then by the time I crowned them again, it just looked wrong. It just looked shit, and there was a slight space in one of them. Sean says it would be alright. I'm not happy, mate. So I just took them all out.
Well, you're here to learn, and you've just learned to refret.
Yeah, that's my first refret, yeah.
And that's the way to do it. It really is.
And I've still with truss rod to access the drill as well.
Yeah, that'll be fairly straightforward. You start with a centre point brad bit until you've got the hole and it's going the right angle, and then move to a standard twist bit for when you actually hit the metal, because the last thing you want to do is hit the truss rod with a beautiful, nice, expensive centre point bit.
Yeah.
I'm worried as to what he's going to pull out from underneath the desk now.
No, nothing. It's just
you. Okay.
When I prepared earlier, right, and I've drilled that to 10, so I was going to put a bit of ebony in there and then drill it out to 8, so we've got a black ring there.
Fendery ring.
Yeah,
absolutely. I think Fender do it with walnut.
Right,
as a standard thing.
But I thought black because it'll probably, as I say, I don't know what this is going to end up on yet. But I think black would be better.
Yeah.
So I'll be fine. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't disagree at all. I like the way you carved that. I think, messing with the norms is good fun.
Yeah.
Doesn't always work, but it's always fun. Gonzalo Alves.
Yeah.
And is it Zebrano or Bailey?
It's black limber.
Black limber?
Yeah. And that's to go with that guitar board I showed you.
That really looks like Bailey to me. B-E-L-I.
Right.
Which might actually just be another name for black limber at my local timber yard. So there we go.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me.
I made that headstock because
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
angle's not there, you know.
That's going to be so funky. Are you going to leave that rounded?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you got a better idea?
Oh, I mean, you've got lots of angles. I'd have a hard chamfer, 45 degrees.
I was thinking about
Just
that.
to,
but, yeah,
in fact,
yeah.
I wouldn't even have the chamfer the same size. I would have it's creating a sort
A lot
of
sharper.
a carve. Yeah, so essentially, may I draw?
Of course.
The thing with hard chamfers is you can start there and you've got your 45 degree,
Mm-hmm.
and then you can actually create some interest. And you change the things, but you've got angles within angles.
Yeah.
Look up.
Because it has an angular guitar. And
Exactly.
then, as you see with the headstock shape on it,
Yeah.
it's like a kind of stale thing on that. So I mean, the chamfer would be a lot better.
It's really cool. Look up the Bulgari Octo Finissimo watch.
Yeah, I'll remember that bit. Not a chance.
I'll say it'll come up on the thing. Bulgari Octo Finissimo.
Can you spell it?
Octo, O-C-T-O, Finissimo, F-I-N-I-S-M-I-N-S-I-M-O, something. Yes, feel free to mock me.
Yeah.
It was designed by a chap called Gerald Genter
Right.
in the 70s, and it has got the most amazing angles.
Typical
just
70s
everywhere.
design kind of thing.
Oh, it's like the epitome of and better.
Right.
Incredible looking watches, but yeah, all of the angles.
Yeah,
And
but,
yeah, have a look at that. I think you'll like it. I'm sitting here thinking, I want one of those watches. But I don't want one of those watches.
I never brought up watches, but it still got into the conversation.
I try to avoid it because I'm trying to avoid buying watches. But yeah, from a design point of
if you
view.
get one, the wife's going to blame me about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. There we go. That's my excuse.
Yeah.
No, I love watches from a design point of view, from the fact that I can look at what watchmakers are doing and say, oh, look at that texture, look at the combination of angles and texture and polishing and matte and ceramics and different materials and stuff, and it's basically inspiring. Yeah.
That like what you've done with your last year's GGBO.
Yeah, absolutely, and that was inspired by watches and the hardware on that. That was a watchmaking technique as well.
Right.
So anyway, look, I will speak to you next week, Graham.
Not a problem.
Have a good one. I will mute this and then I will unmute this later.